Hi everyone, my name is Troy Anderson. I'm the owner of Anderson Training Systems, a fitness coaching business located here in Tempe, Arizona. What I want to do is I'm going to share with you a little bit of an advanced version of the windmill today. Windmill is an awesome total body movement exercise. It works your core, it works the integration between your hips and the translation of force between your core. And today we're actually using 2 kettlebells to perform the windmill. Real basic tenets of performing the windmill are I'm going to actually hold the kettlebell that I'm going to do with the windmill in my right arm. I'm going to turn my feet away. I'm going to have about a hip width stance with my feet, so I don't want to be too wide. I'm going to have about a hip width stance, turn nice and flat. I'm going to push back into my right hip real far here. I'm going to keep this right leg straight so I'm not bending down. I can bend my front leg or my left leg a little bit. That's fine. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with kettlebell nice and extended in my right arm. I'm going to have my eyes up on the kettlebell, and then as I get moving into this movement, I'm just going to let my hand slide down my leg towards the other kettlebell. For the first couple repetitions, I'm just going to slide down and touch the other kettlebell, and then from the subsequent ones therefore, I'm actually going to lift it up. So I'm going to show you a couple repetitions here. So I'm going to start with over my head, pushing back into the hips, sliding down, touch, push back through. Actually my hamstring, my glute, my hip on my right hip, that's kind of what's helped me move back up. I'm not lifting myself with my trunk, although my trunk is getting a lot of work here. Down, touch, push through, and back up. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and make it a little more complex, and I'm going to go ahead and grab it. There, and let's go ahead and go back down. What you'll feel is if you got a little bit off, balance on that last repetition, and actually try to put more weight on my front foot. You actually really want to try to avoid that and push into your back. Let's take a little bit of a different look here for you at it, so you can see just a slightly different perspective and see how my backside hip is moving. So arm extended, eyes on kettlebell, hand going down leg, good proper foot stance with feet turned to my left, pushing back, eyes on the kettlebell the entire time. That's a really good rep there. Nice and locked straight, pushing my hip back and back up. There's one. Let's take a look at one more just so you get a real good look at things. Straight, pushing back, grab belt, all the way up. And that's been your advanced version of the kettlebell windmill. Awesome drill for the body. Makes you have to really concentrate on what you're doing. Get some nice work for your core, and your backside hip are really doing a lot of work there. Something that's really going to help those people that have a little bit of discrepancy and a little bit poor movement patterns. It'll help you re-educate. Start with a little bit lighter weight. I start with really light weights here today. I've got a couple 12-kilo kettlebells, but those will be plenty for you to start with. And don't get too ambitious with the weight load initially. Work yourself into good proper technique and then move on from there. If you like this video or like to read some articles, feel free to stop by our website and check out some stuff over there at www.andersontrainingsystems.com.